guys should be no problem.
They'll live to regret this.
Oh, so it does still help to do the cancel on the third hit.
Now we're getting
If I do it on her kick, we get more charge. The hell? He went too far into the water and like reset himself. Really?
No problem.
This should make for bracing.
He went too far into the water and reset himself. That's one way to stop yourself from dying. Oh, he did it again. Is it like Brigitte or someone is doing a blowback that's knocking him into the water and it's causing the fight to end?
Siblings in arms.
Okay, is that enough? I think we need 4 actually, didn't we?
Aren't we intrepid?
Listen to the sound of my voice.
This is becoming addictive.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes a fine ally.
What's this down here? That little area down there? That could be something. Chest down here, it looks like.
Uh-oh. I think we've been spotted. Look out!
If I time it on the right attack, then it only takes 2 for her to charge up her level 1. If I do it on the wrong one, it doesn't.
With you.
I shall hold front line. Stay back! Gone! Wildfire snap!
Time for one last push.
Alright. Not sure what the foresight was from.
The suspense is killing me.
We get here more money, right? Oh, there's one of those silver machines
Nature
over
makes
there.
a fine ally.
Alright, here's our first machine.
Aren't we intrepid?
Yeah, we get parts. Oh, apple lamps. We needed those for another one of the things we need to make. I'm really focusing on the ones that are like the equivalent of the shop deeds, like the permanent little passive upgrades.
This is becoming addictive.
Down here. Level 35, huh? A way to climb down to it. The collection point. Probably.
Nighttime.
He's just like staring at the way down.
I want to rest now.
I don't see any chest. Oh, nope, there's the chest right there. Can we sneak to the chest? He's looking the other way.
Looks like they
Nope.
might pack a punch.
As soon as I land, he just turns around. Peace. Alright. Can we sneak by him to that chest? He's guarding it. Bastard. He's only level 33 now. He went down 2 levels. Right? Wasn't he 35 a second ago? Totally in the way though. Let's see if he goes off to the right. Oh, no, 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 run! Look over there. Look over there. Look over there. No, 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 no!
You walk all over us.
I have him targeted. No, 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 no!
Win is to fight, right?
Stop targeting him. This.
You're
This. Alright,
coming
there we
with
go.
me, treasure.
It's just money. I got lockpicking though.
Aren't we
I'm
interested?
something of an expert.
Alright, we can just teleport back up there. We don't have to try and get up the vines.
Even
Let's
on
get one
familiar
more
ground,
Flammy.
We must stay vigilant.
I think one more should be enough for the affinity.
These guys should be no problem.
Remain vigilant of your surroundings. Think again.
My thanks.
Think again.
My thanks.
Allow me.
Can't just leave it there.
Ooh, we got a sprat. Smash.
Doing well. Get back. Ready.
River Cup.
Do it.
Let's pile on the pressure.
Alright, I think that's all the affinity from monster kills here, right?
More power for our cause.
He is just about to go up to his next level of trust as well. We have to use some meat in our pouch. No idea on the condition of any of those.
I'll make the most of this skill.
You know, we didn't know the conditions beforehand, I guess.
Hey, if it makes my life easier.
Our favorite pouch items from the dessert category.
I love to work out how things tick.
I don't know that one. Alright. Some of them are about to get another rank up, which is nice. Alright, yeah. Alright, so that's all the monster kill ones. Let's see if we can get him his meat one too, so we get mineralogy up. We've been using fish. We do have bunnet stuffed peppers. We'll put that in.
Meat, the ultimate comfort food.
And let's see if we can make some more bunnet stuffed peppers so he can get a second one in 45 minutes. Also, that unlocks level 3 for him because it gave him trust. Commonly used animal species names like flamingo aren't trademark protected. You can use them. Yeah, but it makes them fantasy monsters if you call
Let's
them,
get down to business.
you know, bunnets and all that, right? Alright, we don't have the crabs we need to make our bunnet stuffed peppers. Does it show the type of food item you're making anywhere here? Like, I'm looking. Like, I know that this is a meat one. I know that because I just ate one. But does it show anywhere on here that this is making a meat one? I don't think it does. And they don't all make meat ones, I don't think. Like, the trout one, I think, is like a fish one. So I would like to do more of the meats. Alright, so we need corkscrew creeper to make the Allura range increase. Ocean eyes to make the pouch item, max pouch item raised by 10. We're close to a lot of these already. Oh.
Pretty good, all things considered.
I just need, we need crabs to make that. Oh well. And we can talk to Doc, right? Yep. Oh, have you lot come here to hear more of my research on ether miasmas? Fascinating stuff, I know. I'm always happy to ramble about my ideas, especially to blades who can control the flow of ether. But where was I? Oh right, ether miasmas are emitted by the Titans as a form of waste product. Yummy. Stabilizing the flow of ether around a miasma is the key to its removal. Are you following me so far? Good. So thanks to the self-purifying power of the Titans, the miasma is dispersed naturally in the air. If you connect the dots, this means that to get rid of the miasma, you need the means to control the ether itself. That's probably enough rambling for now. Come find me again when you lot want to hear more. Cool. Alright. I think we're ready to move on. I don't think I have any quests I can do right at the moment. I was just making sure we didn't move on to a new area while we still had affinity to do here. This one we need to keep tracking down those chests. I get the green barrel's just gonna be everywhere, I think. This one we have the apple lamps actually now from the machine collectible. Alloy sheeting is probably also from the machine collectible. We might be able to actually finish this one. We need to track down some more of those machines, and I know where at least one more is already. This one, the crust tips, these crust tips are level 30s plus, so we're not doing those yet. And this guy wants us to do level 3 blade combos. The monsters here that we can beat don't live long enough for us to do level 3 blade combos. And the ones that would live long enough... Oh, this one will respawn. There's alloy sheeting right there. Alright, so we finished that quest. Let's go turn that one in. And we're gonna have to go to somewhere harder to do level 3 blade combos. I like the almost alien fantasy animals, helps emphasize just what happened to this world. Yeah.
Even on familiar ground, we must stay vigilant.
Alright, so we can get this now too.
Aren't we intrepid?
Alright. An easy one to just spawn over and over again. And farm it. Well, here we are. Welcome aboard, my honored guests. It's funny, I was expecting it to be all glitz and glamour, halls of gold, diamond chandeliers and all that. But there's nothing like that here. I like this much better. It all depends on the country. Some of the nobility like to travel in style, and believe me, they don't go halfway. More Ardain, on the other hand, is a military state. They take a more pragmatic approach. Just as their emperor must be a masterful driver, so must their diplomatic vessels be armed for war. That is the Ardanian way. So long as its mission is not a covert one, every flagship under our command must be a throne I may ascend. And if the leader is the first to fall, what then? Jen? It's alright, Laura, he makes a valid point. That is precisely why Aegeon and Brigid, the jewels of the Empire, have been bestowed upon me. Your Majesty. We will do everything in our power to protect you, Your Majesty, even at the cost of our lives. I am blessed to have such loyal companions. Your Majesty, we have urgent news. His Majesty is currently entertaining guests. I would entreat you not to incur his displeasure. My humble apologies to Your Majesty. It's all right. I trust this is news of special importance. Please give us your tidings. Of course, Your Majesty. As you know, we have applied stricter regulations to our scout patrols in light of the recent tragedy in Torgoth. Well, one of our patrols happened upon a young Gormotti near the camp at Siegel Fell, but they lost track of him. You think he might be a survivor? We believe so. We can send out further patrols immediately if His Majesty assents. I see. I'm sorry we had to keep you waiting. Please go ahead. Yes, Your Majesty. Alright. I would like for our country to shelter as many refugees as falls within our means. I do hope he can be found quickly. Wait, we should go with them. What for? The army's not exactly short-staffed. He's just a kid. He'll be scared witless of the soldiers. Of course he's gonna run away. Laura's got a point. Very well, let's head out. We would do well to make haste before he strays any further afield. Thanks, guys. You're such a bunch of do-gooders. It's gonna land us in trouble someday. Siegel Fell. All right.
Let's see what we have here.
Active quest. We'll turn in this one. Here is, yes, is all here. Plenty enough. Apple lamps and alloy sheeting. Now Duden applies self to making of silver cylinder. Will not be moment. is all finished. Duden, in fact, rather skilled at handiwork, so was not tough job. Now is big moment of truth. Time to take special Duden-style silver cylinder for dip. Friends, watch and learn. Spectacular treasure is waiting for discovery. Here go, here Duden go. He was never heard from again. Never mind. He brought back a friend. Should be spectacular treasure, alright, but Duden found and followed by big bad monster on the way back. So our friends could dispose of Tacitus urchin for Duden. There's maybe no other way to open the treasure otherwise. Thankings in advance. Alright, these guys had Spike before, right?
Uh-oh. I think we've
He's
been
level
spotted.
20! Dude. Seriously? I he doesn't have much hit points. With the top one. Launch, smash, yeah, and he's done.
More honed with each day.
Level 20 wasn't as scary as it seemed at first.
Let's pile on the pressure.
Alright. What we got
You're
here?
coming with me, treasure.
Gravitonic clutch. Okay. At long last, Duden finally get paws on Gravitonic clutch. Now to take partner and finish off project. If you get a hold of certain thing in great number, Duden can say goodbye to life slaving under Cloud Sea. Duden return to Torna now. Greatest of thankings to friend. Oh. Duden leave collectibles here as reward like promised. Hope will come in handy. Alright, our community is growing.
You didn't have to, but thanks.
Sweet. Alright.
Mission accomplished then.
Spinel chips. Yeah. Take it. I hate to lower her crit, but that's a nice damage upgrade. We don't have all the nice crit stuff right yet anyways. New recipe acquired. Nice. We got a new quest over here. Get a grip, I beg you. What's the use of worrying before you even set off? No, see, that's the worst part though. I'd have the courage by now. It's just... Is something the matter? You seem troubled. Who are you then? Oh, this is great. Kata, look. We can just ask these people for help. Are we really gonna go through all this again? If I could interject, why don't you just tell us what's wrong and then we'll take it from there, hmm? I see, so Lita's only just become a driver. That's right, so I've come to Gormotti to explore around, hoping to get a bit stronger. And that's why you're asking strangers for their help as soon as we arrive. Makes sense. Is that how little faith you have in me? Hey, that's not fair, you know, I just... Well, how about this? After you head off, we'll follow you at a distance. So we can step in if things get ropey. But if it looks like you're managing on your own strength, we'll leave well alone. Sound good? Well, that seems reasonable enough. It does? Awesome! Thanks so much, guys! I knew we'd end up stepping into something like this. Come off it, Mithra. Our meeting here was also the work of fate, after all. Before you go, we should establish a clear goal. We can't keep providing aid forever. For the time being, let's say we'll head for the Serene Spring side. It's meant to be somewhere nearby. That's the water up north, okay? Haze, any ideas? I've heard of it before. It's somewhere on the Titan's back. It shouldn't be far from here. Right on. In that case, we're off. Time to move backward. Forward. You know what I mean. That's funny. Backward. Alright, I'm sorry she managed to get you roped into this. Here I go. Do we have to follow her?
We never turn a blind eye to people in need.
Oh, she's just gone. So she's probably over at the spring side already. Let's grab this real quick.
This is becoming addictive.
See if we can get in here and get these quests that we saw before. It wouldn't let us on to the ship before to get them. Yeah, here we go. War with the... Oh, it was Seans. War with the Seans, raids by Malos. I hope Moradin can make it through. But I worry what would happen if we wouldn't maintain our strength. We're supposed to be His Majesty's vanguard. In the face of this kind of threat, we ought to be looking for some fresh energy to bolster our defense. Huh? Where'd you guys come from? What? We need to bolster our defense, you say? Surely that's obvious. One has only two choices in life. Success through strength or weeping in weakness. Well, that's the world. That's in the world the way it is now, at least. So there's something I can do to make His Majesty a little stronger. What I mean to say is, I want to be strong and effective soldier for the good of my homeland. And even if we're up against an opponent like Malos, I still want to do what I can. That's right. I could probably learn a thing or two from you guys. You look like you can handle yourselves. Maybe you'll do me the honor of giving me a bout. But don't hold back. No need to sugarcoat it. Just come at me like the real thing. That's the sort of mindset that we'll need if we're going to have a hope of sending up to the Aegis. I'm known as the best shot in the whole Imperial Army. Underestimate me at your peril. Here I come. Okay.
We cannot turn them away.
Uh-oh.
Things level 19.
Never again.
Oh. Oh.
Now the real battle begins.
I can't change right away.
I'll have your guts for
I'll change as soon as I can. Oh, he already killed me.
Really put my foot in.
He just does so much damage. He has like a really short thing, but it's like over 1,000 damage when he shoots it. Is there some way to dodge it?
Okay, look, you make that mistake twice.
He's not that high a level above us. If I could change out, most of it would be healed, but I can't change right away.
Aren't we intrepid?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Huh. Let's try that again, see if he's always doing that or if that was just bad luck. So hurty. Duden was careless. Should not have gone walkies with weapons stored away in luggage. Very bad idea. Duden forget that if weapon not always handy, reaction to sudden danger become very difficult. Friends should be careful too. Never know when enemies might lurk. Thanks to a terrible mistake, Duden failed to go meet the partner again. It's very depressing. Fast played Switch 5. Let's see what I do have at the moment. I know I'm just looking at things I've picked up recently. Okay, on the blade side of things. Create jamming and hope for the best. You're like super lucky and get the 10% dodge. There are certain items that have particular special effects. They're known as precious items. Though they can be special in different ways, some are just extra powerful, others have effects that last forever. What really ties them together is they're not easy to come by. You won't find them in ordinary shops. Only people with special knowledge, such as Lord Adam or Emperor Hugo, have the ability to craft them. Lost my comrades in the midst of battle when I least expected. If that happens to you, get your downed friends and lend them a hand. Keep the esprit de corps high, and you shouldn't have any problems keeping your party members standing. But if your team is lost, the will to fight, sorry to say, but there's not much hope for you. And remember, A revived ally won't be back at full strength, so don't forget to lend him a hand. Just a couple of hints to keep you going. Take care of your friends and they'll take care of you. Hello.
The suspense is
There's a
killing me.
clear structure to this lock.
Need a little bit more
Slow and
lock picking
steady.
in King Eye, huh? I didn't think they were gonna let me explore that much of the ship. There's another quest here too. Hey there! We hit a state-of-the-art Ardanian flagship. Pretty nifty, huh? The only downside is that the modern tech makes us mechanics cry. Every time I'm anchored in port, I'm always so busy with repairs. I haven't been home in such a long time. The longer you spend flying around Alrus, the more you start to yearn for the taste of home. I tried to make a recipe my mother used to make from memory, but it didn't go too well. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have someone who can cook in your party, would you? If I tell you the recipe, do you think you could cook me up some food from my hometown? Chilsane? Alright, new recipe, cool. Looking forward to some delicious home-cooked food. I can taste it already. This seems like an easy quest.
In troubled times, we help each other.
The suspense is killing me.
Crit up. Outdoor attack up. I am Viant Horison, Special Envoy for Mordain. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. To commemorate this auspicious meeting, allow me to inform you of something. Did you know that all driver weapons are furnished with elements? For example, weapons with the fire element are effective against monsters of the water element. Also, blades have a fixed element that represents their power. For example, take the crown jewels of Mordain. Lady Bridget is fire and Aegean is water. Matching your weapon and blade's elements to counter the monster's element is key to victory, clinching victory. If the worst were to happen, my duty is to return to Bridget and Aegeon's cores to crystals to Mordain. Of course, I hope that's never necessary. Alright. So in this long hallway. Nothing? Really? Suspicious. Yeah, I could see being able to switch your blade quickly being like super good in this game because you can undo some of the damage you're taking by switching. And you got this the attacks that go off when you switch. And Jin gets more powerful the more you switch. A lot of benefits. Oh, this guy again.
I think we've been spotted.
Never again. Don't overdo
Oh my god.
My friends,
Don't shoot me! Leave me alone! Yeah, shoot them.
Ready to so shall it be. How about this?
You're right open. Start slack.
Let me magnify that for you.
We'll leave the enemy in our
Into the
dust.
fray.
I'll have you guts, buddy.
Oh, I don't have enough. Damn.
I'll give you a hand.
Damn!
Really put my foot in it, haven't I?
He does so much damage.
We can take them on a bit later.
We'll avenge
This is
ourselves
becoming
next
addictive.
time.
Cause the game's like, just level up, man. Level up first. You'll be fine.
This is becoming addictive.
Nature makes
They
a
did
fine
better that time than the first time. Take him a little bit longer to kill Bridget. Right. We need to get up here and help this girl learn how to fight.